Think Dodge is just muscle cars and Hemis? Think again. From bicycle bearings to brand battles, Dodge has a wild backstory. Let's hit the gas on 13 facts you probably didn't know. We bring you Dodge's wild history in 13 surprising facts. Number 1. Dodge's story begins in a Detroit basement in 1900, where brothers John and Horace Dodge weren't building cars yet. They were machining high-precision parts for other automakers. Their craftsmanship was so respected that companies like Ford relied on them heavily. At the same time, the brothers also ran a bicycle manufacturing business, showing just how diverse and ambitious their early engineering efforts really were. Number 2. By the 1980s, Dodge had developed a reputation for mechanical headaches. Owners complained about everything from weak automatic transmissions to persistent electrical issues. Models like the Aries, Omni, early minivans, and even some pickups were hit with recalls and reliability concerns. It was a rough era that left Dodge fighting to rebuild trust with customers who loved the brand's spirit, but struggled with its durability. Number 3. In 1903, Dodge played a crucial behind-the-scenes role in Ford's early success. They built the engines and transmissions for the Ford Model A, giving Henry Ford the reliable components he needed to scale production quickly. Without Dodge's engineering expertise, Ford's rapid rise might have looked very different. The Dodge brothers were essentially the quiet powertrain partners behind Ford's first big leap.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. If you're having fun, learning something new, or just love quirky deep dives into cars, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm, hey, this was awesome. Tap subscribe to join our growing crew of curious minds. And don't forget the bell. It's your backstage pass to every new episode. Seriously, these clicks help way more than you'd think. So thank you for watching, for supporting, and for being part of the adventure.
Number 4. Dodge introduced its first car in 1914. And the response was explosive. By 1915, barely a year later, Dodge had already become the third best-selling automaker in the United States. That kind of meteoric rise was almost unheard of in the early automotive industry, and it cemented Dodge as a serious competitor long before most brands even found their footing. Number 5. Dodge's diesel revolution kicked off in 1989 with the introduction of the legendary 5.9-liter Cummins turbocharged inline 6. It wasn't just powerful, it was durable, efficient, and perfect for heavy-duty work. By 2007, Dodge paired high-output Cummins engines with Aisin transmissions, known for their strength and reliability thanks to Toyota ownership. That combination transformed Ram pickups into towing monsters and earned Dodge newfound respect in the truck world. Number 6. During World War II, Dodge became a major supplier of military vehicles, producing more than 400,000 units. Among them were the rugged WC Series trucks, which became icons of wartime mobility. This massive contribution didn't just support the war effort. It helped solidify Dodge's reputation for toughness, durability, and no-nonsense engineering that could survive the harshest conditions. Number 7. In the 1950s, Dodge helped popularize the hemispherical combustion chamber, better known as the HEMI. This design allowed for more efficient airflow and higher power output, making Dodge engines stand out in the performance world. The HEMI became a legend in its own right, and its influence continues today in modern muscle cars that proudly carry the same name. Number 8. The Dodge Dart was once a beloved compact car, especially in the 1960s and 70s. But when Dodge revived the name in 2013, things didn't go as planned. The modern Dart suffered from underwhelming engine choices and reliability issues tied to its Fiat-based platform. Despite the nostalgic name, it never found its footing and quietly disappeared from the lineup in 2016. Number 9. The Dodge Viper began as a secret skunkworks project in the late 1980s, with input from Lamborghini, which Chrysler owned at the time. The car was intentionally raw and uncompromising. No airbags, no traction control, and a massive V10 engine derived from a truck power plant. The result was a brutal, analog supercar that became one of Dodge's most iconic creations. Number 10. The Charger and Challenger lost their V8s because emissions rules got stricter, fuel economy targets got tougher. Dodge is choosing to move the brand toward electrification instead of keeping the old HEMI alive. But for now, the new Charger is using an inline 6 they've nicknamed the 6-pack, showing Dodge is shifting performance into a new direction. Number 11. Both Dodge brothers died unexpectedly in 1920, just 6 years after launching their first production car. Their deaths created uncertainty about the company's future, eventually leading to its sale to the investment firm Dillon, Reed & Company. A few years later, Dodge was acquired by Chrysler, where it became a core part of the growing automotive empire. Number 12. In the 1980s, Dodge was on the brink of financial collapse. Lee Iacocca stepped in with a survival strategy that didn't rely on muscle cars, but on practical, front-wheel drive models like the Caravan, Aries, and Omni. They were boxy and far from exciting, but they sold in huge numbers. Those sales kept Dodge alive long enough to later build icons like the Viper and the modern HEMI lineup. And number 13. Unlike Ford or Chevrolet, Dodge has always had a relatively small international footprint. Most of its vehicles are designed primarily for the U.S. market, with limited exports to places like Canada, Mexico, and parts of the Middle East. That narrow global reach has shaped Dodge's identity, a brand deeply rooted in American performance and culture rather than worldwide expansion. From bicycle bearings to V10 beasts to the Omni Econobox, Dodge has reinvented itself more times than you'd think. Like, comment, and share if you learned something new. Subscribe for more automotive deep dives, and ring that bell so you never miss a ride through car history.
Huge thanks for watching all the way to the end and making it here. Now that you're in the comments, here's the mission. Drop your best idea for our next video below. If we pick your suggestion, we'll give you a shout out when it goes live. If you loved this video, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the automotive world, and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. But most importantly,
be kind to each other.
See you in the next video.